My plan is to hide, to avoid, but if I get busted, if I get captured, I'm not going to do a Rambo, I'm going to do a Gandhi. If I get captured, I'm not going to do a Rambo, I'm going to do a Gandhi. If I get captured, I'm not going to do a Rambo, I'm going to do a Gandhi.
I don't think he said, my plan is to conspire to murder federal officials. I think that Stephen E. Scrocky is a damn liar. I hope you take the time to write Schaeffer Cox a letter. That's his address on the screen. I'll try to zoom it in if I can. Oh, actually went the wrong way, didn't I? Zoom, let's go 200%. There it is right there. Hope you can see that, and I hope you write him a letter as you get a chance. Schaeffer letter arrived today in the mailbox. Also, before I get to that, the Year of Jubilee website has a Cox number 1 section now, which is always, it'll be what it has always been. But I've added a Cox number 2 page, and on that page we will add Schaeffer Cox letters as they arrive from here on out, because the Schaeffer Cox number 1 page has filled up. This page right here has just completely filled up, and they will not let me add anything more to it. We have an incredible amount of data on this page. For those of you that want to read all of Ray Southwell's writings, see documentaries, legal files, whatever you want to read about Schaeffer Cox is on this number 1 page. We'll keep this as it is, but I've created a Schaeffer Cox number 2 page, and it has the letter that we'll read tonight. And all future letters that we get from Schaeffer will be placed into Cox number 2 page, because I've simply ran out of space on page number 1. All right, here is the address and the envelope. And let's read it. He wrote it on October the 16th, 5 days ago. Dear Rudy, I got the book Animal Farm. Thanks for getting that sent in. It had been a long time since I'd read it, and it took on a whole new meaning after having lived through it. The way the pigs would write the rules, then modify the rules, then get rid of the rules altogether is a classic example of how the feds work today. The other thing that the pigs on the farm and the feds in America both do is to write the record, however they want it, deny reality, then tell everyone that the record is all that matters, and if you remember facts that contradict the record, you must be misremembering. We see this trick where the pigs try to overrule reality in everything from the Trump-Russia collusion delusion supported by the dossier to the fairy tale affidavits in support of a search warrant in my case written by FBI agent Westerhouse. Westerhouse is such a reckless fabricator of lies that he wrote a so-called affidavit describing the events of February 19th on February the 17th and 18th before his fairy tale narrative of the 19th could even have taken place. The cocky bozo wrote a first-person past tense sworn statement that said on February 19th, 2011, Schaeffer Cox said this, agreed to that, and took the following actions, and I, Special Agent Patrick Westerhouse, have first-hand knowledge of these things. Then he went down to the state courthouse and filed it on February the 18th, 2011. There's no way around it. If someone gives you a sworn statement today about what everyone did tomorrow, you know everything in that statement is a made-up lie. You guys out there need to go on the Alaska Court Documents website called CourtView and print off that impossible affidavit. Then you need to show it to the whole wide world and point out how it can't be anything other than a lie. Scrocky, Westerhouse, and the rest of the pigs will respond by claiming that all animals are equal, but that some animals, pigs, are more equal than others. Then they will put on a confident front and tell you to doubt yourself and trust them. This is when you look them in their pig face and tell them that their tricks aren't working on you anymore. Ha ha, let's get to it, Schaeffer Cox. P.S. Please thank these people for putting money on my account. I needed it. Smiley face. WOS, $100. Con, $100. Tatch, $100. Clark, $150. I hope you guys do find the time to write Schaeffer Cox a letter in prison. This is his mailing address, and I hope you guys remember that Schaeffer Cox has been in prison over 6.5 years. He's got a 6.5-year-old baby girl that was born just a few days before they threw him in prison. We are praying to the Creator of the universe, the Lord God Almighty, who goes by the name Jesus Christ, that he will intervene in the affairs of humans and reunite Schaeffer with his beautiful children and his family. I pray that you join us in that effort and in those prayers. The last line of peaceful defense between a tyrannical government and the defendant is jury nullification. Educate yourself about jury nullification at fija.org.